Of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set! 180!
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here we go.
Switch.
Look at him.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Harris now to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw is Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's
looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great.
On the run, it's Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
56 is the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got it.
Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Ready. Yellow lady. 59. You kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Newton on first down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss to Davis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Good job, team. That's right.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Breeze now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Now Newton. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Harris to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Breeze now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Ready, 88. Check 56. Man, I got you.
The first down carry for Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Caught by Montgomery. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't miss.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong. direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
46-yard line.
Ready? Get it. 47's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Newton on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is no good. He pushed it wide right off the mark. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Short boot taken at the 21. And an alley to run. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start the second half with Kamara. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now Breeze on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Down, 30 base. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? You ready? 59. Come on.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Throwing now is Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 39.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he finds Montgomery complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180.
56. Come on. You better bring.
Operating from the gun. Newton gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. Young lady, young lady.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 18-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Newton. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Davis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Newton. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, it's Davis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Newton. Robinson's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his first career NFL touchdown, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
Latavius Murray, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Newton. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And this one's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Breeze now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans! Down now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points in. They've got to recover here, Charles. And he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get it.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.